Hey Tubes, how's it going? Well, thought I'd give you a little update here. Haven't finished anything, but I've made some progress on everything, so let's go ahead and show you what we got to work with. First off is power steering pump hoses. I've got the return line in, coming out there, and the pressure line is on the back of the pump. And I was at the point where it was just easier to yank the pump out of there, and 2 bolts and the thing pops up. And it's got the mess under here, of course. But there's my pressure line, or the return line, and the pressure line goes in there. I just have to put that back in. And as far as the front seal, I got my parts. New bearing, new seal there, and a new seal for the back of that hub. And I'm sitting here looking at this book, and they tell you all kinds of good things. One of which is, let's see here. Removal of the needle bearing from the intermediate axle shaft. The axle bearings and seals require special tools which place these procedures beyond the scope of the home mechanic. So that's what they say. We'll see what we can come up with. We have made special tools in the past, so they talk about pulling this whole actuator, the disconnect housing assembly, off. What happened was this collar right here on this fork is just hanging in there. I should have engaged it into 4-wheel drive, because that would have put that collar over onto this inner axle shaft before I pulled that out. But now that's just dropped down in there. I'm going to have to try and figure out a way to pop that up in there and engage the 4-wheel drive before I can get this whole shaft, pop that back in. That's the seal I'm replacing. There's the bearing. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, it's a case of unbolting this whole. There's like 4 bolts, and this whole thing pops out of there, and hooking it back up that way. So, fun. Always good times on that. And as far as my taillights go, I'm getting my sockets all weatherproofed and ready to pop back in the taillight lenses. I just got to figure out why I got no power on this side. It's something messed up underneath. These 2 are working good. But when it comes to that other side here, those wires have no juice going to them, so. And I suspect it might be the trailer harness plug where that went in there, and that. There's some kind of funky action going on under here that's up under there. There's some nasty wiring stuff going on, so we'll check that out and see how that looks. And last but not least, got jet up on the quick lift. Did a little maintenance on them. Checked the tranny and gear end, tranny and gear lube, and rear end for gear lube, and both of which tend to leave a mark. And got those topped off, and we're just got to pull them down off, and maybe put the top up for tomorrow for back to the 50s, because looks like it's going to be a little damp tomorrow. Take care. Thanks. Like, subscribe, click the little thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Thanks much. Bye.